Hey everybody, Ace Channel Liam here and welcome to another wonderful Tuesday night Form Fight. Form Fight is a series where we take a look at a Pokemon with more than one form or a branched evolution or counterpart Pokemon. We have a look at the differences between those Pokemon and we try and work out which one is the best. And so we can see these Pokemon in action on the battlefield. We also have a Metronome Battle between them just for a little bit of fun. If you're a fan of Form Fight already and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button, show you're enjoying this series, and of course hit subscribe button if you're new so you never miss an episode. With all that out the way, let's have a look at today's challenges. Today on Form Fight we're going to be comparing the two forms of Ampharos, which are Ampharos and Mega Ampharos. Now when you have an Ampharos in your party, it will always be in its regular form. However, an Ampharos holding Ampharosite will be able to Mega Evolve into Mega Ampharos during a battle and will remain that way for the entirety of that battle. But what makes these two Pokemon forms so different? Let's take a look. According to the Pokedex, both forms of Ampharos stand at 1.4 meters tall and weigh 61.5 kilograms. The Pokedex information for Ampharos says the light from its tail can be seen from space. This is why you can always tell exactly where it is, which is why it usually keeps the light off. Its tail shines bright and strong. It has been prized since long ago as a beacon for sailors. The Pokedex information for Mega Ampharos says excess energy from Mega Evolution stimulates its genes, and the wool it had lost grows in again. Massive amounts of energy intensely stimulated Ampharos' cell, apparently awakening its long-sleeping dragon's blood. Appearance-wise, Ampharos is designed to look like a bipedal yellow sheep minus the wool, with pairs of black rings on its ears, neck, and tail, and with red orbs on the top of its head and the tip of its tail. Mega Ampharos pretty much has the same design, but with long flowing wool growing from its head and tail, with additional red orbs on the tail. In their shiny forms, both forms of Ampharos change their yellow coloration to pink, and their red orbs turn to blue, which is really cool because it makes their color scheme match the regular color scheme of Flaffy, the pre-evolution. Now let's have a look at their typing, weaknesses, and resistances. Regular Ampharos is a pure electric type Pokemon, which makes it weak to only ground type moves and resistant to flying, steel, and electric type attacks. Mega Ampharos is a dual type electric and dragon Pokemon, which makes it weak to ground, ice, dragon, and fairy type moves, as well as resisting flying, steel, fire, water, grass, and electric type attacks. And neither of these Pokemon have any immunities. Now let's have a look at the stats and abilities of these Pokemon forms. Regular Ampharos is a slow Pokemon but packs decent bulk thanks to its HP defense and special defense, with average physical attack and fantastic special attack. Its primary ability is static, which has a 30% chance to paralyze an opponent that uses a move that makes contact with Ampharos. This of course is great for putting a damper on an opponent's strategy since it can derail their key Pokemon. The downside of course is that 30% doesn't necessarily equal likely. Its hidden ability is Plus, which increases Ampharos and its allies' special attack by 50% when its allies also have either the plus or minus ability, which, let's face it, is never going to happen, so it's kind of pointless. As for Mega Ampharos, it builds on the stats of regular Ampharos, adding 20 base power to its attack, defense, and special defense, losing a little bit of speed, but adding a whopping 50 base power to its special attack, making this Pokemon deal out special hits that have the impact of a knuckle sandwich from Thanos. Mega Ampharos only has access to one ability, which is Mold Breaker, which causes moves used by Mega Ampharos to ignore the effects of opponents' abilities. So for example, a Thunderbolt from Mega Ampharos will damage a Mimikyu while Mimikyu's disguise is still in play. This is a great ability because it allows Mega Ampharos to deal its incredible punishment almost completely unhindered. Now it's time for me to decide which of these two forms of Ampharos I prefer, and it's Mega time for me. I'm definitely going with the Mega this week just because it's amazing. Its typing is great. Yes, it has more weaknesses, but it also has a lot more resistances. It's got insane firepower compared to regular Ampharos, whilst having even better bulk than the already kind of bulky Ampharos. It's a really, really great Pokemon build. Mega Ampharos is probably up there as one of the better Mega Evolved Pokemon, in my opinion. And I know that's a lot less rambling about the Mega than I normally do, but this is a really simple choice. But of course, it's not just up to me to decide, it's up to you guys to decide which is your favorite of these two. But before you make your decision, let's have a look at these Pokemon on the battlefield. It's time for the Metronome Battle. Before we get started, I will point out these Pokemon have max IVs in all stats, 0 EVs in all stats. They're not holding any items. They've got neutral natures. They've got their hidden abilities, so regular Ampharos will have Plus, which actually helps it because it gives it a bit more firepower, whereas Mega Ampharos will obviously only have access to Mold Breaker. So the only advantage or disadvantage any of these Pokemon gets comes from their abilities, their base stats, and their typing. Everything else is all up to the Metronome. Let's go. Here we go. It's a Pokemon I've wanted to cover on this channel for a long time, but just never got round to. It's Ampharos versus Mega Ampharos to find out which of these shorn sheep shines the brightest. As we see everybody enter the battlefield, we're going to see the Mold Breaker ability activate on the two Mega Ampharos there, so it's going to ignore the effects of abilities on Mega Ampharos's moves, which of course the plus ability doesn't have any effect on Mega Ampharos's moves. It just increases the special attack of both of these regular Ampharos, giving them a bit more of a fighting chance anyway. Here's Acupressure from Shiny Ampharos, which is going to increase its special defense by by 2 stages there, as we see a regular Ampharos starting things off for its team as well with Electrify, which is going to change, I believe, the shiny Mega Ampharos's next move to an electric type attack. If it uses an attacking move, I'm pretty sure. What's it going to go for? It's going to go for Aromatic Mist, which should actually increase the stats of its partner, its ally there, which increases the special defense of the regular Mega by 1 stage. That's going to protect it from that increased special attack from the plus ability from the two Ampharos. Here's a Coil from regular Mega, which is going to increase its attack, defense, and its accuracy by 1 stage apiece. So a great play there to start things off by the regular Mega. Of course, the Ampharos team is the faster of the two, so they'll always move first on these turns until speed changes take effect, if at all. Here's Judgment from the shiny Ampharos onto the shiny Mega there, dealing a decent chunk of damage, testament to that increased special attack there. I'm pretty sure Judgment is a special attack. I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Here's a Twin Needle from regular Ampharos. Is it going to get the poison? Gets obviously the 2 hits with the Twin Needle. Does it manage to poison? It doesn't. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Ampharos team, and now it's over to the Megas to retaliate. Here's the shiny Mega going for Barrier, increasing its defense by 2 stages. Very smart play there by the Megas, because of course Ampharos doesn't particularly have very good physical attack. Here's the regular Mega going for Mega Punch. Of course the Megas have the better physical attack of the 2 teams, doing a great deal of damage there to regular Ampharos, and now it's over to shiny Ampharos. What has it got in mind here? What will it do? It's going to go for Foul Play using the attack stat of the regular Mega on itself, and it does a decent chunk of damage there. Don't count out the regular Ampharos team. They're doing great so far. Roar, though, as I say it, they make a mistake. Roar is going to fail from the regular Ampharos, so wasted turn there. Regular Mega is going to go for Shadow Sneak for a little tiny bit of chip damage there, it should be. Although it's a decent amount of chip damage there to regular Ampharos. And here is shiny Mega Ampharos, who is going to go for Discharge, which is going to hit everybody on the field there for some not very effective damage, although it does do a little bit more not very effective damage to both the regular Ampharos there. It's not looking good for regular Ampharos, who is sitting there with in the yellow. Goes for Gravity, though. So Gravity is going to be in play for the next few turns. How will that affect the battle? I guess we'll find out. Keep watching, don't switch away. Watch the whole video, so get all the ad revenue. Thanks, mate. Need that watch time. There's Endeavor. Doesn't affect the opposing Mega. Very unfortunate play there by shiny Ampharos. Shiny Mega is going to go for Baton Pass, which is going to fail, so a lot of mistakes this turn. Well, 2 so far out of 4. I guess it's 50% mistakes. And here's regular Mega, who's going to go for a Foul Play of its own, but of course that's going to use the regular Ampharos attack stat against it, but does decent enough damage to bring it down into the danger zone. It's not looking good at all for the regular Ampharos. And here is shiny Ampharos going for a Facade, although it doesn't have a status condition, so it won't be fully powered up, but does bring shiny Mega down to less than half its max HP. And here is regular Ampharos with a Guard Swap. I mean, yeah, take that. I believe that takes the it takes the special defense increase away from that Mega and puts it on itself, which is going to protect it a little bit. I don't know how much effect it's going to have on the 20 HP it's got left. Here's an Assurance onto that Ampharos. No effect on the HP that it had left because it got hit with the physical attack that took it down. So we're down to 1 Ampharos versus 2 Mega Ampharos as shiny Mega gets geared up and ready to go. And it's going to go for a Razor Leaf, which of course is going to deal neutral damage to shiny Ampharos, but not a great deal, just a bit of chip damage. So shiny Ampharos is still very much in this battle, getting ready for its next turn. What will it do? It's going to go for Sludge Wave, which is going to hit everybody on the field. Of course, its partner can't be hit by it because it's been knocked out, bringing that shiny Mega down to a dangerous area. It doesn't get any poison, though, from that Sludge Wave. That's unfortunate. As shiny Mega looks to fire back with a Heavy Slam, which is going to be not very effective. And of course, these Pokemon weigh the same, so it's not going to have much power behind it at all. So that's a lucky play for the regular shiny Ampharos. And here we see regular Mega going for Zap Cannon. Again, going to be not very effective, but is a powerful move, powered up by that special attack that is so strong on that Mega, dealing a bit decent amount of damage there to the shiny Ampharos, who is going to fire off a Seed Bomb, which ain't going to do a great deal, to be completely honest. So brings the other Mega down to less than half max HP, so it's still a good chance for the regular Ampharos, but it's still very much outnumbered at the moment. We see Kinesis come out from the Shiny Mega there, so that is going to reduce the accuracy of Shiny Ampharos, which could be very detrimental if this Ampharos gets unlucky. Here's regular Mega going for Nuzzle, which is not going to be very effective and shouldn't give any paralysis, of course, like it normally would, because you can't do that to an electric-type Pokemon in the later generations. So Shiny Ampharos is getting ready. It's going to go for Captivate, which isn't going to affect one of these Pokemon, but it will affect the other. Affects the regular Mega and is going to drop its special attack by 2 stages, and that is a great play by the Shiny Ampharos there, taking some of the firepower out of the... can't use Magnet Rise, waste a turn, firepower out of the Mega. Of course, Magnet Rise fails because of gravity, so that's unfortunate for the Mega there. Here comes a Charge Beam from the Shiny Mega, who doesn't have reduced special attack. It's still not very effective, but just chipping away slowly but surely. The gravity returns to normal. Bad timing on that Magnet Rise from the regular Mega. And here we see the shiny, Sweet Kiss coming out from Shiny Ampharos, but it is avoided. Unfortunately, that accuracy from the accuracy drop from the Kinesis is having an effect. Regular Mega's getting ready for Skull Bash. This does not look good for Shiny Ampharos. It's in a dangerous place. It needs to find a way to avoid, either increase its HP or avoid by flying or digging or diving. We see Prismatic Laser coming out from the Shiny Mega, and it's going to do massive damage, bringing Shiny Ampharos down to 10 HP. It all rides on what move Shiny Ampharos chooses here, because it's going to take a Skull Bash at this turn. We see Bite coming out, avoided by the Shiny Mega. That's very unfortunate. Shiny Mega has to recharge, but here comes the Skull Bash, and it takes down Shiny Ampharos. The Megas have absolutely floored it, but great play. Great tactics by the regular Ampharos team. They really stood their ground for the most part. Well, the Shiny did at least. Well done, Mega Ampharos. So you've heard what I've got to say, you've seen these Pokemon on the battlefield, now it's time for you to make your decision. Which of the 2 forms of Ampharos do you prefer? Is it Ampharos or Mega Ampharos? Let me know in the comments and explain to everybody why your pick is the absolute best. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode of Form Fight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel like these lovely people down here do, you can pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrinilium. But until next time, I'm Ace Trinilium. Keep on training.